ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I am Starco Gaming and we are back with another Dragon Champion video. If you are level 15 or below, make sure to use the promo code STARCO to get a free starter pack. To do so, it is pretty simple. You go in the settings, use promo code, and you enter the code STARCO, STARKO. You press OK and you will receive the goodies, and hopefully you guys will enjoy. And by the way, guys, talking about goodies, if you want to have a chance to win 500 drag coins, make sure you join the Discord server. The link is in the description down below, and join our drag coins giveaway in the giveaway section of the Dragon Champion category on the Discord server. We give away 3 prizes of 500 drag coins a week, so make sure you check that out, guys. Always awesome to have extra pay currency. And also on the Discord server, you can have access to our tier list, which actually is getting updated after this video, because we have a new characters, guys, that is getting released, that actually got released already, which is Naya, if I'm saying the name properly. So today we're gonna be talking about Naya, by the way, guys, but already updated her on the tier list. Just, well, at the moment you're watching this video, the link will even be added to the actual tier list, the section where we actually put the spotlight video. It will be updated, so you should be able to check where she ranked into the tier list, guys. So today, obviously, we're going to be talking about Naya. Naya is a new human character that is available through the Sun season pass, the Sun past season, whatever, the Sun season, whatever they call it this time around. So Naya is there, and apparently on the test server we are missing her name. She is called Label Hero Title Human Warrior 2, so that is Naya, guys. So today we're going to be taking a look at her. First, we want to talk about team for her, because you're gonna have 2 different full setup for her. You're gonna be running her, well, if you want to run her in the optimal human team, guys, that's actually another good team we can actually see here. You're gonna replace Little Betty for a Darian. Darian is gonna be the lead, and then you're gonna bring Naya with Selena and 2 other human. I like to put Garrett and Eric Shellbreaker together. That is pretty solid, but you can put any other 2 human in there. You could even put Frizzard with Snoring in there. Will actually get good performances. Although her performance actually does not increase that great when she is in the human team or when she's paired with Selena. Yes, it buffs Selena a little bit, but that is literally a little bit much. She is a very great plug and play character, so finding a human team for her is actually kind of not that great, because you're gonna get better performance out of her from an other team, I mean, for arena content like that. But yes, when you build a second human team in Battleground, you pair it with Selena and Darian lead, and then whatever else you want to actually put in this team, and they are going to be performing at a decent level. She's pretty much going to be the star of this team. And if you actually go to actually play her in arena, guys, before we jump into, you know, the whole shebang we actually usually do, the team we actually use in arena is this following team: Zero lead with Kiri, Garrett, Buff, and Naya. That's the team I tested. See, 148,000 power here, and then you have this team at 170,000 power, and we actually beat it in our test. We're actually going to be trying to do it again once we're done talking about the rune skills, artifact, and setup for this character. Just wanted to showcase the team you actually want to run with. So again, guys, if we want to repeat that team here: Zero lead, which on my test server I don't have a single character gear 12, by the way, guys. I'm always able to beat full guild 12 team. That's pretty sick. But yeah, Zero lead with Kiri, Garrett, Buff, and Naya. And by the way, guys, if you're wondering why I don't have characters at gear 12 on test server, it's because when I make video, I like to make video for legendary events or guild 12 challenges. I like to make hero with not fully optimized video with not fully optimized heroes. That's the way I do it. Anyway, let's jump on Naya, guys, and let's take a look at her skills first. And we're gonna do our recommendation on skill level 7, level 6, level 5. We're gonna give our recommendation on artifact and the runes, and then we're gonna showcase the gameplay in the arena, obviously. So let's start with the passive ability, Burning Sun. The passive ability in me with the biggest maximum health who receive damage receive additional damage equal to 6% of his health. This damaging your armor. Enemy afflicted by taunt can't dodge Naya attack and counter attack her. If Selena is in the party, she gain same advantage. So now you're going to be facing, for example, a team with Titanian Battleground or in the arena. It's going to be like, haha, you can't mess me up. If you have taunt with the initial taunt on there, on the defender, is just going to be guaranteed to hit, guaranteed not to get counter attack. Also an amazing counter to actually counter Trumgar, because Trumgar cannot counter attack with on her, which is actually pretty outstanding. This is a very, very strong passive ability, guys. And here the ability level 7 is actually not that important. 1% additional damage, that's okay, but enemy afflicted by taunt can't counter attack Naya attack. That's not that useful. It can be useful when you're facing Titania or Trumgar, but in most cases it's not going to be very that useful. So I think ability to level 6 here will actually be my recommended level for this ability, because enemy afflicted by taunt can't dodge Naya attack. I think that's going to be very, very important, but the counter attack, I don't think it's that important unless you're really just fighting Trumgar, to be honest, because even getting counter attack from Titania, it will do a little bit of damage, but it's not gonna be stunning you or anything like that. So I think that level 6 ability is really what you need on this passive ability. And now if we move to the next skills, which is the third skill, Sword Dance. Gain a critical damage increase, a tenacity increase, a damage increase, and a dodge increase for 2 turns. If Selena is in the party, she gains the same effect. If Naya is at full health, she restore 50% to turn meter, which is actually pretty awesome. And basically the way it works, guys, is that Naya will buff Selena, but Selena will not buff Naya, which is why that you know, that is the only synergy she gets, and that is why she is a great plug and play character, because she will outmate other people stronger, but other people will not make her stronger unless we have a great leadership, obviously. Now if you actually get that to level 6, you lose 20% turn meter. I don't think it is a game changer, guys. 20%, 50%. The difference is not big enough to actually be worth getting this skills to level 7. So yes, if you can get it to level 7, it is a great addition, but it is not mandatory. I think that skill level 5, even 5 or 6 will actually do the job. And here, actually a mistake, because see, 30%, you had 15% turn meter and still 30%, and you had 20% turn meter and it's now at 50%. So I think there's a little mistake here. I don't know if that's supposed to be 15 plus 15, 30, and then 50 or whatever, but there is definitely a bug here that I will need to report to the dev, guys. But anyway, ability level 5 in my opinion will be just fine if you can afford the ability level 6, but I will recommend the ability level 6, and if you do have the extra scrolls, ability level 7 here. Now we move to the second skill. Second skill is the best skill under kit, guys. Fury of the Desert Sun. Deal 265% physical damage to all enemies and randomly rearranges all effects of taunt and invisibility on enemies who receive damage in your tenacity. So that damage, all that, you know, taunt and invisibility, you know, mix up, rearrangement is not affected by tenacity. So it's guaranteed to actually work unless there's no taunt or invisibility to actually rearrange. In that case, you are going to get a 30% turn meter increase, which is actually pretty awesome. Like you're facing a for example, you're facing a Pride team and you have the taunt on Salvador. Well, Salvador taunt can actually be replaced directly on Renara, for example, or Hera, and you actually get to murder the crap out of them and then just wipe the Pride team really easy, just because that second skill actually gave you such a huge advantage at the start of fight, which is why this skill is amazing. And then you have in the arena, you're fighting any defender in the arena, you're just gonna use that skill, the taunt's gonna be transferred to somebody else, you kill that somebody else, and GG, you just won the fight pretty much. if you're lucky enough. So this ability is outstanding, and you have the invisibility on one target, and you don't actually have taunt on the tank, but you know, all other targets actually have invisibility. Well, you're going to be able to hit that second skills and have a chance to actually put the invisibility on the tank and have another target out there that's actually going to be vulnerable for you to attack. So there's a few use of this skill, and again, no taunt, no invisibility, who cares? You get great AoE damage plus 30% turn meter increase, which is pretty awesome. By the way, guys, if we look at ability here, you do want to get this ability to level 6 minimum. Now it's not mandatory to have it at level 7, but level 7 is gonna get much stronger. But level 6 is pretty simple, guys. It's because it triggers the turn meter increase. If the enemies who receive damage had same effect or did not have them at all, Naya restore 15% turn meter. If you get that down to level 5, you have no turn meter increase. So that turn meter is very important. And then 2, to get the real extra damage on the AoE. Level 7 if you can, but it's not mandatory, guys, if I say that like that. So level 6 mandatory, level 7 if you can afford it. And then you have the basic ability Protuberance, sorry, probably murdered that word. Deal 275% physical damage to an enemy if the target is afflicted by taunt. They deal additional 275% physical damage to other random enemy and inflict bleeding for 2 turns to both target. Now the bleeding we don't actually care, but the additional damage is actually pretty awesome. So if you attack a target that has a taunt with that basic ability, another target is actually going to take the same amount of damage, which is actually pretty damn outstanding. Okay, so if you have this ability to level 7, you get extra damage. That's a lot of damage, man. That's like 90% damage, while 45% per target, which is actually pretty great. And you get the ability at level 7 if the target is afflicted by taunt, inflict bleeding for 2 turns to both target. That one's actually not that useful. So mandatory level 6 ability, guys. Get it to level 7 to do a lot more damage. I think this is the ability that will bring you the most damage if you bring it to level 7, I believe. So let's take a look. Now this one's going to bring a little bit more damage. So the priority for level 7 ability, guys, is going to be pretty simple. It's going to be Fury of the Desert Sun is number 1. Sword Dance is number 2. Protuberance is number 3, and the passive ability Burning Sun is number 4. My ranking on the importance of ability level 7. Now, how do you want to use this girl? It's pretty simple. You're gonna use the third skill, that's first on your rotation. So third skill followed by the second skill. If you can pair both together all the time, it is great. If not, you use the third skill on cooldown, the second skill on cooldown, and then you fill with the basic attack. Now obviously you always want to try to get 3 and 2 paired together, but it's not going to be pairing together all the time because this third skill has a 3 turn cooldown, the second skill has a 4 turn cooldown. So at the start of the fight you're going to be able to do 3, 2, but after that it's probably going to be when you get your next third skill is going to be 3, 1, and you're gonna have to do the second skills without the big buff. And that's pretty much how you play this girl. Now if we talk about Rune artifact, guys, what are the important stats on this character? So let's jump into runes right away here, guys. So you can see we focus 2 critical chance runes, guys, because she gets critical damage buff from her third skill, but she does not get critical chance buff. So we want to give her as much critical chance as possible. She gets there, but she also needs to have as much speed as possible. So we went with 4 speed runes and 2 critical chance runes, so we can actually get a 83% critical chance. Yeah, 83%. Obviously artifact come in the deal here, and then we have 222 speed. Anything over 200 speed is going to do the job, and anything over 70% critical chance is going to be decent enough, but you want to get that critical chance as high as possible because you will not be getting critical chance increase on her. So as close to 100% as possible if you can, but at least 70%. And those are the actual stats that actually matter on her. Other than that, we went damage, We did not focus potency because we don't actually care about potency. The only thing the potency brings for her, it's a little bit of bleeding, which is not worth leveling that potency over that critical rate, critical chance for that. So secondary stats here, you can see we focus speed, critical chance, and damage. Critical chance here and damage. Here we have speed, critical chance. Here we have critical chance primary, and by the way, the primary here is mostly always speed. So critical chance primary with damage and speed. Here we have critical chance with speed and damage, and here we have the damage as a primary because you don't care about anything else. And that you can go tenacity, but we don't have enough tenacity on her to actually make it worth it. Then we're gonna get some speed and the critical chance, and that's the stats that are important, guys. It's speed number 1, critical chance number 2, and damage number 3. I know it's a rare case where you actually choose damage over potency, which is actually pretty fun because kind of sick of putting potency speed on everybody. That's a nice change. So 2 critical chance, 4 speed, as much critical chance as possible, as much speed as possible, and as much damage as possible. If we can actually take a look at the artifact, guys, artifact, you want to go with the critical chance artifact. If you can get HP, that is great, but anything as the second stats as the artifact is going to be great. Here this artifact is great because killing an enemy increase my coughing, no, killing an enemy increase critical chance and accuracy by 2%. Wow, sorry guys, and actually stack up 3 times per battle. So if you kill 3 enemies, you get 6% accuracy and 6% critical chance. Sorry guys, I have to drink on this video, but man, apparently I'm dying of coughing here. So guys, next we're gonna be jumping in the gameplay section. Obviously I said we were gonna showcase her in arena, so let's jump in arena. Let's go with this team, Zero Lead. Well, you can see the power here first. Wow, sorry about that guys, but you can see the power here. 148,000, we're facing a team 170,000, so that's a huge power difference. We go with Zero Lead, which is actually gear 11. Kiri, I think my Kiri is gear 12 though, maybe not. I don't know why I remove her. That's not what I meant to do. I wanted to take a look at her kit, but no. Now 27,000, yeah, she's probably gear 12. But anyway, Zero Lead with Kiri, Garrett, buff, and Naya. This is the thing we're gonna be jumping in, guys, so let's jump in and let's see what's gonna happen here. And maybe at some point I fixed my throat. Okay, so let's do this. We're actually facing Saboteur and Naya in this team, so it's actually pretty interesting. We do have a couple metas here. We have Talon as a meta, and we have Arduk as a meta, so that's actually going to be very, very interesting. So first thing we're going to do here, guys, you use the 3rd skill because we want her to go as fast as possible again. Here, we're actually going to be using that on Zira, so we can actually ability block one of those characters. I actually want to ability block Naya because Naya is gonna go now she didn't go yet. Did she go? I didn't pay attention. I don't see any buff on her, so oh, she had buff immunity, so yes. Okay, so we want to apply ability block so she does not mess up with my talent when she's gonna go for the first time. Here we actually don't want to do anything special. We're just gonna try to kill her as fast as possible so she does not mess up her talent. That is pretty much the only thing I worry about here. Now here we're gonna go, we don't want to use the AoE here actually because there's no talent, but the AoE is such a great damage that we are just going to be using it anyway. So let's go with that AoE. See, we did quite a good amount of damage on Naya. We're going to kill Naya here in a sec, and then we're just going to keep going. Obviously the second target we actually want to kill will actually be Arduk or Talon. So we're actually Talon's about to get the AoE out, so there's not much we can do against that, so we're just gonna go and kill Arduk. Although we're gonna have the blind, I guess I should pay more attention. And here you're gonna see the power of the single target attack. That was a lot of freaking damage, as you can see, and we are just kind of destroying this. Here we're gonna be able to apply a few debuff, gonna be able to charge up for more damage, and now at this point is pretty much just GG GG, we have won because this is just so easy. You can see the power of Naya, guys, in a meta team here. She is very solid. You're gonna see at the end of the fight the actual amount of damage we get, but the only thing, guys, is that she is really easy to counter. I think that is the bad thing on her. Too easy to counter, in my opinion, because all you gotta do is either blind her or ability block her and she is done. So that part kind of suck a little bit, but overall she is a very solid character. So honestly, just bring Eric Shellbreaker to protect her and she's gonna be fine. So if we actually look at damage here, you can see she was the #1 on my damage list, even though that I used the buff instant turn on Zira at the start to actually get a triple attack on Zira. Still almost twice as much damage with Naya. Naya has a great damage output, guys. She has a great kit. She counter defenders so easily. I think she is a very solid plug and play character, in my personal opinion, guys. We just beat the team that was 22,000 power over us, and she was the one that did almost about 50% damage on the fight. So she is awesome. In my opinion, she is definitely worth getting. I think she is much better than Wukong is from the last season, and she is going to be a very interesting character, guys. Anyway, that's just my take on this character. Let me know what you guys think, if you tried her in gameplay or anything like that. Let me know, guys, in the comment section what you guys think. Again, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, check the bell to get notified when we post new content about Dragon Champion. Also, make sure you join the Discord server for giveaway and the best guide of Dragon Champion. Also, guys, make sure you keep enjoying playing Dragon Champion. I'll see you guys again in the next video. Thank you.